It is a baby cottonmouth. Oh my gosh. He's so tiny. Wow. Got our second spicy shoelace of the night. And it's the other one I wanted to see. A young broad-banded copperhead. Look at this little guy. If you're ever walking out in nature and you see a little structure like this on a plant or a tree somewhere, it's actually a praying mantis egg sac, otherwise known as an utheca or utheca. So I just got to the second spot we're going to be herping out today. I was a little bit nervous because the last spot, it got really hot really quick and I couldn't find any water whatsoever down where there should be water in the creek bed, just because of the droughts and everything that have been going on in Texas. But the spot I'm at now, it does have some water and it actually feels a few degrees cooler. So, and I just saw some really cool large aquatic water beetles. 2 seconds after I say that, got a little male green anole, North American green anole, Anolis carolinensis. He was actually just sitting in this wet, dried up creek bed, maybe looking for little bugs and stuff accumulating around the water. You could see here just a little bit of water hanging out, and this may actually be to our advantage, not having a ton of water in the area, because, and I've kind of explained this before in past videos, but when you have less water like this and it's dried up in a lot of areas, like this would all have water in it, but because there's water in smaller areas like this, herps and arachnids, bugs, all that will tend to accumulate around the water source because there's not a lot of it. Very hot out, very dry. So obviously, they need to stay hydrated. All right, so it's not a herp, but I did just find something that I find pretty interesting. Maybe you guys will too. I was just sitting up under this old sign here, and it's a big old wolf spider. Where did you just go? There he is. Not bad, good size. Either Hogna or Tigrosa genus. Decent size though, they do get quite a bit bigger than that even, but cool find. Got another green anole right here. I'm not even kidding, this has got to be like green anole number 4 or 5 now that's just been chilling in the creek bed. So I just lifted this random rock on the ground and there's an actual crayfish just sitting under it, completely out of the water. Must have been hiding out in like a burrow in the ground here to stay wet. Look at him. What are you doing, dude? About 20 cricket frogs just hopping around right here, and would you know it, 2 more green anoles on the end of this dead tree on the ground. It looks like it actually might be 2 males going at it, or maybe they just finished going at it. But to not even see a water snake hanging around the water here is a little bizarre. Got a couple more little puddles, if you will, up here. See if anything's around it. So we got this puddle here, and if you look closely on some of these rocks, you can see there's some baby tadpoles. Fresh tadpoles. Actually, some of them look like they might actually have legs on them. Getting ready to transition into frogs. There's a nice little swallowtail, I believe. Swallowtail butterfly. But yeah, I think these are Gulf Coast toads. And I'm only saying that because I saw a baby freshly morphed Gulf Coast toad over there. So this is probably what these are. I was gonna say maybe cricket frogs, but oh my gosh, there is the tiniest musk turtle, eastern musk turtle I've ever seen right there. Oh, he's so tiny. Like brand new hatchling musk turtle. I kind of want to see if I can catch this guy. I literally watched him go right onto that rock, and somehow I lost him. I lifted the rock and he was nowhere to be seen. I'm still looking around a little bit to see if he shows up, but like, it's crazy that a little baby turtle could just disappear like that. I'm assuming he found somewhere like up under the mud and in the dead leaf litter to hide, but oh man, I wanted to show him to you guys. I mean, he was like that big, like a tiny little musk turtle. Well guys, guess what? We're back out again. Surprise, I know. What else would I be doing on a Saturday night than coming out here and enjoying nature with you guys? We're going to be cruising some back roads in a swamp area that I have definitely been to before. Nice variety of reptiles that we can see here. Venomous snakes of multiple species, plenty of non-venomous, and some other stuff too in the mix, hopefully. Just got to the road though that we're going to be... Oh, there's a snake. One second. He's starting to move. I see a snakey. And I think it's either a copperhead or a cottonmouth. Oh, it is a baby cottonmouth. Oh my gosh. He's so tiny. Wow. So I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably thinking this looks a lot like a copperhead and not a cottonmouth. Well, believe it or not, at this small size, cottonmouths and copperheads look very similar, and that's because they're part of the same genus, Agkistodon. Look at him. That is a newborn northern cottonmouth. These are quite venomous, so I'm going to keep a little bit of distance here. He's a very tiny little worm. Here's him next to my hook. So cute. That is like the most precious little cottonmouth I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I 100% have never seen one this small. That's freaking awesome. Wow. You can see he also has a little yellow tip on the tail, just like young copperheads do. This is a caudal lure that they use to try to attract prey while they're small. And they'll wiggle that around too as a defense. Man, that's cool. I just got on this road and we already have a snake. I think that's a good sign. So I'm just kind of rustling around in the leaf litter to see what happens, and he's actually trying to follow it. He thinks it's food. Well, not anymore. Now he's catching on, but yeah, he was actually following the vibrations in the leaf litter, trying to see if he could make a meal out of it. He's so cute though. Adorable. I'm actually gonna see if we can get him on the other side of the road, because that's where he was heading after all. Don't want him to have to cross a second time and risk being potentially hit by a car or something. So cool. You know, these snakes, you know, I talk about this a lot, but these snakes get unnecessarily, or what am I trying to say? They're often injured by people out of pure fear, and they don't deserve it at all. They just deserve respect. But people want to hurt them because, like I said, they're fearful. They don't understand these snakes. But we just need to learn about them and understand that they're not out to hurt us. You know, they're not evil creatures that have a thirst for humans or anything like that. Wants nothing to do with me, so I'm just gonna let him go on his way in the bushes here. I'm sure he's hunting for food, so let him get back to that. Awesome first snake of the night. Could not be happier. Okay, that was an awesome first snake of the night, and honestly I wanted to spend more time with him, and I may regret letting him go so soon. But I wanted to get back on the road because if we saw him that early on, I have a feeling we may see some more snakes moving across the road, and I didn't want to miss that window of opportunity. Oh, big owl just flew overhead. I hope I caught that on video. Man, every time I film tonight, something happens. Maybe I should just keep filming the whole time, I don't know. But yeah, that was awesome. That was literally one of the main reasons I came here. I mean, they're not uncommon, northern cottonmouths here, but I haven't seen one in a minute. No way. We got a dillo. Just stumbling across the road. Look at him. Actually, I haven't seen a dillo in a little while. What's up, buddy? Let me get my light on you. There we go. Awesome. All right, where'd you go, little buddy? I just saw him. Oh, man, they blend in well. We got our second spicy shoelace of the night. And it's the other one I wanted to see. A young broad-banded copperhead. Look at this little guy. It's pretty cute. This is perfect so we can compare the differences between a baby copperhead and a baby cottonmouth. You can see already, you might be able to notice this one is much more lighter in coloration than the cottonmouth was. Similar patterns, but these have more of clean bars going down their body, more of a brighter yellow on their tail, and a little bit smaller of a head here. You can see he's staring at me. Not too happy with me already. He's like, what are you and why are you here? And I'm here for you, buddy. Cute little copperhead. Look at that little face. You can't not love that little face. Look at him. What a beauty. Took a little bit, but we got our second snake. Maybe 10 minutes of cruising after that cottonmouth. So I had to get out of the road real quick. There was a car coming by. And I lost our... Oh, never mind. Found him. I thought I lost our baby copperhead, but here he is. Man, I'm telling you, when they get into this leaf litter, they blend in insanely well. Oh my gosh. Look at this little guy. So easy to lose track of. Bit skinnier than the cottonmouth we were looking at earlier, but a little bit longer probably. All right, well, he scooted into the bush, so let's get back on the road. Snakes are still moving. Great sign. And let's see what else is moving. I gotta say, after getting skunked this morning and the other day when I went out night cruising, it feels good to see a few snakes, you know? Get back out here. Sometimes you just gotta put in the grind. That's anything in life, really, but especially with herping. Herping can be a, you know, bit wild as far as whether or not you're gonna see stuff when you go out. You really never know. Things ended up slowing down a bit after that copperhead, so I got out to walk around a little bit. When I came across this pond, I found a good-sized green tree frog. Actually, probably the biggest one I've seen to date. Followed by this Blanchard's cricket frog, a species more commonly seen on our channel. Frogs definitely seem to be out in abundance tonight, as I found this southern leopard frog just perched in the grass waiting for some little bugs to come by. So road cruising completely died down, but I just started walking around this area I wanted to shine at a little bit. We have our first suspect and snake species number 3 of tonight. That is a broad-banded water snake. A really nice one too at that. This area has some beautiful, beautiful broadbands. Look at the reds on him. Gorgeous snake. I'll see if I can get my hands on him. He's already spotted me, so it might be a little bit tough, but we'll give it a go. Dang, I lost him in the muck right here. And then he shot over into these plants. I don't know if I'll have another shot at him, unfortunately, but super slippery rocks here. Made it a little difficult to get to him. If you ever come across this strange, otherworldly looking creature, it's actually a dragonfly who's just hatched out of its old exoskeleton from when it was a larva in its aquatic stage. It'll pretty much sit here in this fragile state until the wings begin to kind of fold out and it can fly away. Really wanted to get my hands on that broad-banded water snake, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. Stinks, but hey, at least we saw one. It was a nice looking snake. Saw that. A couple vipers. Not a bad little night. Short on the numbers, but I mean, the variety was definitely there, so not too bad. I'm gonna check out one more quick spot on the way out, but hope you guys enjoyed this one. Saw some interesting herps for sure, and I really enjoyed it. It was worth the trip for me. Glad I got to see my first cottonmouth in a little while. Baby copperhead, lots of baby snakes, and exceptional broad-banded water snake and broad-banded copperhead. Anyways, I'm gonna quit blabbering. If you don't see anything else, it's because I didn't find anything. If you do, I did find something, but we'll see.